What's up everyone, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showcasing my team with the Skarmory, Walrein and Stunfisk. So this is an ABB team, anti-fighter in the lead and two Pokemons weak to fighting in the back. And this team really did a lot of work for me in my alt account, so which got me to almost got me to veteran at 2480 elo. Team is very good, and I have a lot of battles to show you guys, show you different matchups, how to play different matchups with this team. So let's get into the battles. First battle we have Skarmory versus Registeel, a really bad lead for us. So I will be switching into Registeel because I will be switching into my Walrein. I don't know what happens to my mind. So here in this team, my safe switch is Walrein and Stunfisk is a closer. So I will throw EQ here, expecting Registeel to no shield, and boom, Registeel did not shield it. This is a good situation for me, as I can throw this icicle spell if Registeel decides to shield and Registeel did not shield it. I can safely shield this move, and I have a lot of health on my Walrein, and I can almost get an icicle spell from this matchup. Now I can force shields on Victreebel as well. Victreebel decides to come in. Victreebel is his second Pokemon, so yeah, I was able to get to another icicle spell, which is very good for me. My Walrein, if you can see at his CP, it is a very bad rank Walrein, very attack weighted, and opponent's last Pokemon is Altaria, and opponent I think decides to concede this matchup. So GG's to the opponent, nice battle. Winning switch was great for me, as after that I was able to align my Pokemons where I want them to be here. We were hard counted in the lead and in the switch as well. I will throw icicle spell here, expecting Toxic to shield because it could have been EQ as well, and I will throw another icicle spear just to give some chip damage, and after that I will farm it down with my Skarmory. I have a shield advantage, which is good. I said that this team is ABB, weak to fighting, but my backline can take on fighters pretty well, so not too bad against fighters as well. So opponent decided to come into Bastiodon. I'm trying to switch into Stunfisk after my switch clock come back in, and opponent's last Pokemon is Walrein. So my Stunfisk is not only my Stunfisk, basically Stunfisk is great against Walrein because two rock slides normally KOs Walrein until unless Walrein is highly ranked with very less attack, I think 0 attack and full HP and defense, then only Walrein can survive to rock slides. So here I shielded expecting it to be EQ, but it was not, and now I can just throw rock slide to KO this Walrein. And Bastiodon, I think my Stunfisk is in the range of flamethrower. That's why I decided to switch and get this chip and absorb the damage on Skarmory. I will throw Brave Bird here because I don't want to give Bastiodon a lot of farm, so I will throw Brave Bird here. But Brave Bird, basically Bastiodon survives an EQ, that so Brave Bird did the job of getting Bastiodon's HP into EQ range. Here my Stunfisk barely survived that flamethrower damage, and barely got to this EQ, and this EQ will for sure KO this Bastiodon. Boom, GG's to the opponent, nice battle. And next battle we have Skarmory versus Swampert. So this is a bad matchup for Skarmory, as Skarmory loses in this matchup. So and I can not switch as well because Walrein is my this Swampert counter, and my Stunfisk is weak. So if I switch into Walrein, then he can switch out. So and can align his Swampert half in the ending of the game, so I cannot switch. So here I'm shielding Hydro Cannon and trying to throw another Sky Attack. Opponent did not wanted to use his last shield, so he decided to catch this Sky Attack on his Skarmory, and I switched into Stunfisk because my Walrein is great against Skarmory, and I don't. Stunfisk is great against this Skarmory, so I will throw Rock Slide here. There's no need. What am I saying? I was gonna say that there's no need to throw Earthquakes. Why will I throw Earthquakes? So here I will try to get to 100 energy because my Stunfisk is basically very bad against Swampert, so I cannot give it too much farm. So I will no shield this move as well, and I will try to get to 100 energy. Opponent decided to switch into Swampert so that he does not have to give farm to my Stunfisk. I have a Rock Slide loaded on my Stunfisk, and here I will shield expecting it to be an EQ, but it was a Sludge Wave. Nice shield by me. Now it cannot be an Sludge Wave, it is too quick. So I can, after I have no shields, after tanking it, I can farm it down, and I have an Icicle Spear. If Skarmory decides to come back in, so I can throw Icicle Spear, and if it so I will throw Icicle Spear here, and I have a Rock Slide loaded for last Pokemon just to give it some chip damage if it survives a move from my Walrein. So it is Drapion, and I can get to this EQ before it, and boom, there goes Drapion. GG's to the opponent. Nice game, but he did the best he can. So next battle we have Skarmory versus Walrein. So in this matchup, as you can see, my Skarmory is going to lose by this Walrein, so I have to spend some shields. I don't know why I am not switching out. I think I want to in this matchup I was thinking that I should catch an Icicle Spear, but there was no need to catch it because my backline is great against Walrein. I don't know why I am not switching out. Here I tried to catch an Icicle Spear, but it failed, so I have to shield here because EQ does a lot of damage, and I don't want to have low health on my Walrein in the switch matchup because opponent hasn't switched out yet. So I'm throwing EQ here, expecting opponent to shield, and because my Walrein is pretty attack weighted, I am winning CMP ties here, which is good for me, and opponent decided to switch into his Shadow Venusaur. If it was regular Venusaur, then it would have been boom, survived this Icicle Spear and can get to a Frenzy Plant, but it is a Shadow, so I was able to KO it with my Walrein, and GG's to the opponent. Opponent decided to surrender. And next battle we have Skarmory versus Medicham. So how I play it is I spend 1 or 2 shields on my Skarmory against Medicham. Opponent decided to switch into Licky Tongue. I will throw Brave Bird here and switch into my Walrein because I normally do that. Now I will shield this Power Whip here. I was thinking that it was enough energy for a Power Whip, and opponent decided to throw Power Whip, which is great for me. I will throw Icicle Spear here, expecting Icicle Spear to go. Now I have a lot of health on my Walrein. So if Medicham decides to come in, I can really chip it down. I can almost bring it to red health, which will be great for my Skarmory, as it has suffered some chip damage from licks from Licky Tongue. So here comes the move. I will no shield every move coming from Medicham, and I barely got to this Icicle Spear. This will get a shield or put Medicham very low so that my Skarmory can farm. Opponent decided to shield it, and now I can farm it down with my Skarmory, and opponent switched into Bastiodon. At this time you can see that I will no shield every move coming from Bastiodon. There's no need to shield, and I will throw EQ here. No, because I don't want to wait almost not almost, means every time Stunfisk will get to its EQ before Bastiodon, so there's no need to wait here. So I will throw EQ here, and boom, it will KO Bastiodon. And since I have this much health, I think I can throw one EQ. I will shield here, because Power Punch. I think I should have shielded the second Power Punch because Medicham can get to another Power Punch. So I should have shielded this Power Punch up. But anyways, I got to this EQ, and this will for sure KO this Stunfisk. Medicham, boom, there goes Medicham. GG's to the opponent. Nice, great game. Next battle we have Skarmory versus Trevenant. So this is a good lead for us. Opponent decided to switch into Walrein. I don't know why I am staying this long. I should have switched into Stunfisk earlier. Oh, I remembered. So I am basically slow in switch. So that's why I decided to stay in for this long, because it was a tough matchup. Oh, also, if you see at my team, it is Skarmory, Talonflame, and Charizard. I was trying triple flyers for no reason. I was, or I should say, for meme purposes. So this is not looking good. I have to stay here because my backline is basically weak to this Walrein. I no shielded that because I thought that I can get to this Dragon Claw before Walrein can get to its Icicle Spear. Basically, Walrein is at an Icicle Spear. He just did not decide to throw that. I will no shield this move because I know that my Talonflame can farm this Walrein and can be. And I will try to 1v3 with my Talonflame. So I will farm this Walrein down because it was energy dry. Opponent decided to switch into Trevenant, and I will throw only flame charges against this Trevenant to get boosted Talonflame for his last Pokemon. Boom, there goes Trevenant. Let's see opponent's last Pokemon. Opponent's last Pokemon is Swampert. I don't know why opponent didn't switch into his Swampert earlier. I think he thought that I can easily get to a Brave Bird, but this was a GG's anyways, because one shield I used a shield on Hydro Cannon. Boom, it would have KO'd that Swampert, but opponent decided to concede. So next battle we have Skarmory versus Whishcash. So this is generally a good matchup for my Skarmory, but I have to shield Blizzard because it does a lot of damage. Mud Bombs are doing resisted damage, but Mud Bombs will still add up if I decide to farm this Whishcash down. That's why I'm throwing energy whenever I'm throwing energy right away. So I no shielded this Blizzard, which is tough for me. Now if now Whishcash would have thrown Mud Bombs, but he decided to catch my Sky Attack on his from Azumarill. So since I have thrown that Sky Attack, I want some energy on my Skarmory, and with that farm I put this Azumarill low enough that my Walrein's EQ can KO this Azumarill. I think from this range, if Azumarill is excelled, so it can survive this EQ, but then I can just safely shield this move, whatever it is, and I can farm this Azumarill down all the way, and I will have a EQ, almost EQ loaded. So there goes Azumarill, and opponent decided to come in with Whishcash. I will throw Icicle Spears here, and opponent decided to shield as well. So I think I shield here. I thought that Whishcash has 2 Mud Bombs, but let's see. I will throw one more Icicle Spear here, but opponent switched into opponent switched into his Alolan Marowak. So here I baited with the Icicle Spear because I was thinking that Icicle Spear that he will shield. I was expecting a shield. So here opponent decided to undercharge his move, which I caught. I think here I tried to get to a Brave Bird on my Skarm, which is a dumb idea because I should have thrown a sky attack there, and I did not throw my move there as well. I soaked energy on my Walrein. So now this situation, this is looking very bad for me, as Alolan Marowak has a lot of energy and it can spam these bone clubs. Opponent now will try to catch an EQ on his Alolan Marowak, but I was determined to throw rock slides, because if I would have thrown that EQ, then all of my winning chances would have been zero. So here Alolan Marowak survives the rock slide, which was very shocking for me. And here I survived a bone club. I thought that I would not survive that move, but GG's to the opponent. A very close game. I was very shocked that I won that, because I made it a lot of mistakes in that battle. Anyways, next battle we have GG's to the opponent. Next battle we have Skarmory versus Trevenant. Opponent switched into his Drapion. I will switch into my Stunfisk, because my Stunfisk is the only Pokemon weak to Trevenant, and I don't want my Stunfisk to face that Trevenant in the back. So here I will switch into that. I will throw just rock slides here. No need to throw my EQ, and if I throw EQ and Drapion shield it will become a horrible situation for me. I can lose switch, so I will throw rock slides. And now I have a decent amount of energy with which I can put this Trevenant low enough that my Skarmory can farm it down, or my Walrein can also farm it down. So I will be able to get to another rock slide. But the downside here is that Trevenant can farm my Stunfisk. But don't hear my words. Here, as you can see, my switch clock was back up, and both of my Pokemons beat Trevenant. So I just stayed for no reason. I should have switched into any of my Pokemons. There was no need to stay here. My Skarmory survived the Shadow Wall with 1 HP and a Dream, and I was able to throw this Sky Attack, which got a shield from that Skuntank. Skuntank takes a while to get to its move, so this is looking a great game for me. I will throw Icicle Spears because it does almost 50% of the damage on Skuntank. I will safely shield both of Skuntank's move here. I think Skuntank will not be able to get to its second move, and Walrein is in farm down range, so this is looking very good for me. Opponent decided to no shield it because he knows that at that time he was already defeated. So GG's to the opponent. Next battle we have Skarmory into Stunfisk. A very bad lead for me, so I will switch into my Walrein, and here Stunfisk decided to throw its rock slide, so I will no shield this move. There is no reason for Stunfisk to throw any EQ. Opponent decided to switch into Registeel, and I have no problem in this matchup because one charge move from Registeel cures my Walrein, whatever health range it is. So, and Lock On does not do enough damage to farm my Walrein, so it is looking decent for me. I will shield this move here because I want to throw another EQ, so to apply shield pressure on this Registeel, and I think opponent will not shield here because he just zapped my Walrein, and now it can survive my EQ, so I will throw Icicle Spear here. I think I should not shield, yes, because after this no shield I can farm down this Registeel with a lot of energy on my Stunfisk. And then now if Stunfisk decides to come back in, then it will have to then my Stunfisk will get to its move quickly than opponent's Stunfisk. So opponent decided to come in with Jellicent. I switched into Skarmory because at this point Skarmory is just a dead weight for me. I was just trying to get rid of it. So in this matchup, if Stunfisk decided to play decided to farm it down in the end, then Stunfisk will be very low on HP. I will throw Brave Bird here just to do a lot of damage. It will put Stunfisk very low at this point, and this Sky Attack can force a shield on Stunfisk, or Stunfisk will go down. Boom! Goes Stunfisk. As you can see, my Skarmory defeated Stunfisk in 1-1 in 0 shields, which is very good for me. I don't know why Stunfisk did not decide to throw its energy. I think it has some energy. So here I no shielded Shadow Ball. I thought that it could be a bait, but opponent didn't bait it. And here I will shield here because it's a necessity. Because Shadow Ball can KO my Stunfisk in that range. And this is a worst case scenario because I got baited with a Bubble Beam. So I throwed Rock Slide here because there was no need to throw Earthquake. I could have won with that, but here Jellicent was close to a move. I throwed EQ because he had no shield and I would get to do a lot of damage here. I don't know why Jellicent. Okay, I know if Jellicent wouldn't. Here match is very close, so let's see. There is a lot of things going on. So if I would not have, if Jellicent would not have thrown, Bubble Beam was not enough to KO my Skarmory, and Shadow Ball was required. And if Jellicent shouldn't have thrown that Shadow Ball, then my Skarmory could have farmed down this Jellicent. So that's why Jellicent throwed its Shadow Ball against my Skarmory, and here as you can see, I barely survived this Bubble Beam. I thought that Stunfisk would get KO'd by this Bubble Beam, but I survived this move, which is very great for me. And now as you can see, with 1 HP and a Dream, I was able to KO this Jellicent. So GG to the opponent. Very close game, and I won with that game, which was very shocking for me, and I was very happy. So next battle we have Skarmory into Victreebel, a really good lead for me. Opponent decided to switch into a Sableye. I will switch into my Walrein, as Walrein can get to its Icicle Spears before Sableye can get to its fall place. I will shield this move here, expecting it to be a return. I don't want to get hit by a return. I will throw Icicle Spear here just to apply shield pressure on this Sableye, but Sableye decided to no shield that foul Icicle Spear. I will shield here because there is no reason for them to not throw a return. I will shield that, and I will farm down a lot of energy, and I almost 2 Icicle Spears. I have almost 2 Icicle Spears. I will throw these Icicle Spears on this Victreebel. It will put Victreebel very low to the point that my Skarmory can farm it out. Basically, my Skarmory can farm it down from its 100 HP, but this is a decent health range as well. And opponent's last Pokemon is Bastiodon, and I have a G-Fisk. So as you can see, I won that matchup. Opponent decided to surrender. Next battle we have Skarmory into Pelipper. So this matchup is kind of awkward for me because Pelipper can put my Skarmory very low, and even Pelipper can win that. So that's why it is looking a little bit tough. So I will throw Sky Attack here, bluffing a Brave Bird, but opponent Pelipper got to its move before my Skarmory can get to its Sky Attack. Opponent decided to switch into. Opponent did not switch. Okay, so at this point I can shield one move and farm this Pelipper down because my Air Slash got snugged in. So here I have a Brave Bird ready. I will throw Brave Bird here, and I hope to get to a Sky Attack to get hit shield, because DD will not shield this move. I know, because it was thinking that it could be a bait, and even if it's not, even if it's not, it is looking still great. I will get a shield here, or DD will get KO'd, and now I can safely come in with this Stunfisk, because Stunfisk resists all of Deoxys's moves, and so I'm looking pretty strong here. I'm throwing Rock Slide here before Deoxys can switch out. So on this point I could have farmed that Deoxys down. So opponent decided to surrender. Opponent's he did not show his last Pokemon, I think, or I don't know if he showed as well. So thanks everyone for watching. This was the last battle of the video. If you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, then please smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video.